Hello. First off, I would like to thank Upper Darby Township Council for having me today. My name is Max Mattioni, and I want to present to you our Upper Darby Township tax issue. A bit of background on Upper Darby Township financial issues. Upper Darby Township, Pennsylvania, has been grappling with financial challenges due to a limited commercial tax base, leading to a heavier reliance on residential property taxes. In response, township officials have proposed measures to diversify revenue sources, notably the introduction of a 1% earned income tax, or the EIT. This proposal has sparked significant debate among residents and business owners. Historically, Upper Darby has depended heavily on property taxes, with residential taxpayers shouldering a substantial portion of the financial burden. The township's commercial sector has not contributed proportionally, resulting in fiscal strains. To address this imbalance, officials have sought alternative revenue streams to alleviate the pressure on homeowners. In late 2023, Mayor Barbara Keffer proposed implementing a 1% EIT projected to generate approximately $9 million in annual revenue. The primary objectives of this tax were to enhance public services, particularly public safety, and to potentially freeze property taxes, thereby providing relief to homeowners. The 1% EIT is bad for a few reasons, but most importantly, its impact on the low and middle income earners is not great. The EIT applies to all earned income, meaning residents already struggling to make ends meet face an additional financial burden. Unlike property taxes, which are adjusted based on property value, the EIT taxes regardless of individual circumstances like high living cost or existing debt. On top of that, there is a business deterrent here because the EIT impacts our economic growth. Businesses might hesitate to expand or relocate to Upper Darby if the EIT increases operational costs or reduces disposable income for their employees. The tax could unintentionally discourage new commercial development, which the township needs to balance its revenue streams. If we do not do anything to address the EIT and the problems that come along with it, then there will be a number of financial strains on residents, a lack of trust within the community, and economic stagnation. To address the financial concerns associated with Upper Darby Township's newly implemented 1% earned income tax, a strategic public policy proposal is to establish a comprehensive economic development incentive program aimed at expanding the commercial tax base. This approach seeks to alleviate the tax burden on residents by attracting and retaining businesses, thereby generating additional revenue and reducing reliance on residential taxes. This program would provide tax incentives for business. It would offer temporary reductions in property taxes for new businesses or existing businesses that expand operations within the township. On top of that, it would provide credits against the EIT for businesses that create a certain number of local jobs, encouraging employment opportunities for residents. Also, we could create a streamlined permitting process, which would simplify and expedite zoning and building permit procedures to make Upper Darby more attractive to potential investors. Another thing that we could improve on is infrastructure, investing and upgrading transportation, utilities, and digital infrastructure to support business operations and enhance township appeal. And more importantly, to reach out to these businesses, marketing campaigns that promote Upper Darby's strategic location, amenities, and incentives to potential businesses is crucial in getting businesses to invest. And now here are alternative potential solutions that could address the problems caused by the earned income tax in Upper Darby Township, but are likely to be less effective or insufficient compared to the Economic Development Incentive Program. So what we could do is increase property taxes. And the way that it would work would be by raising the property tax rates to generate additional revenue, shifting the financial burden back onto homeowners instead of implementing the EIT. Why it would be less effective is because Upper Darby already relies heavily on residential property taxes, so increasing them further would exacerbate financial strain on homeowners. And higher property taxes may discourage homeownership, leading to reduced property values and outmigration. Another solution would be reducing our public spending, cutting budgets for public services such as education, public safety, or infrastructure maintenance to offset the need for additional revenue. This would be less effective because public service cuts would degrade the quality of life in Upper Darby, making the township less attractive for residents and businesses. And essential services like police and fire departments, already under strain, could become less effective, leading to long-term community risks. Lastly, an insufficient solution would be seeking state or federal grants. We would apply for grants to fund public services or specific projects such as infrastructure upgrades or economic development initiatives. This would be less effective because it is a short-term solution, making it unreliable for ongoing fiscal challenges. And competition for grants is fierce, so the likelihood of getting funds might not be great, and it might not help our revenue as much as we would hope. So that's my solution. Thank you very much. I hope you take this into consideration. Have a good day.